to On the Shelf episode number 61 of
Brutal Battle. So this is your episode.
Yeah.
One of.
Yeah. One of at least two, maybe more.
Yeah.
The goal is to find the perfect beer to drink while handing out candy. The beer for trick-or-treat night that I'm going to drink.
Not for me, because I don't need specific beers to hand out candy with. I literally just get to Halloween, look at what's in the fridge, and then make a decision at that moment based off what we have. Usually, I'm thinking about going with a sour, because that's usually what I want to sip on when I'm handing out candy. So I'm thinking this year, probably a Dewey Secret Machine.
I knew you were going to say that.
We have a few in the fridge still, plus we just picked up one. It's not a Secret Machine, but it is one of their sours. Their strawberry pretzel salad, which is phenomenal. We have had that before, so I needed one of those. So I don't know, maybe I end up saving that for my trick-or-treating beer.
Trick-or-treat beer.
But
I prefer something a little more seasonal. Yeah. One of these beers is just kind of like the name is seasonal.
Yeah, sure.
But it's a seasonal beer. So yeah, should we just get started?
Yeah, I mean, and I'll just say that we're going to have one more on the shelf episode that will be trying to find your seasonal beer. Although
maybe more if we don't find it.
Right, yeah. If we don't find one that you think you can go with, then yeah, I think we should probably just do a few, however many more we need to get there.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we started this late.
Yeah, kind of.
Like last year, my trick-or-treat beer was caramel pumpkin. Mm-hmm. I could do that again if I needed to.
It was there.
Yeah, it was there. Store. It was good. It was good. It was very seasonal.
You can do it.
I mean, you can't go wrong with pumpkin.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like the quintessential.
Most other Southern tier beers, though, probably going wrong. Unless they've changed something recently. But
okay. I really have high hopes for this one.
I actually do, too, because I love this brewery.
I hope this is it. I'm going to start off, hopefully strong, with Jack's Abbey. We've had them on the podcast before. It's their pumpkin crop. It's a pumpkin spice lager. And it's 4.5%. And Jack's Abbey is out of Framingham, Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. It's a lager brewed with cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and vanilla.
It sounds like it could be good. It
features pumpkins grown by a local farm, perfect for the fall season. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, hopefully there's actually pumpkin in it, because I feel like sometimes people just go, and we've talked about this before, go so heavy on the spices, that you kind of lose that actual pumpkin flavor.
Yeah, well, I feel like these types of beers are usually either very heavy pumpkin or very heavy spice. And there's usually not a whole lot of balance, so I don't know, we'll see. Especially with like a lager base. I don't really know what that's going to be like.
I feel like you can't overspice it, because the beer's not going to hold up to it.
Yeah, probably not. But not only have we had Jack's Abbey on the podcast before, we've been there before.
Yeah, we have been there before.
It was a great trip. They had great pizza.
2016?
17, I think.
17? Something like that.
Something like that. All right. Cracking it open.
It's been a little while. It feels like 2016 feels like yesterday, but also like when I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that was
super long ago.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Well, that's what happens when you start getting older. Like your concept of time starts to get real messed up.
Yeah.
Real messed up. Okay.
It's like orangish brown.
Yeah. It looks nice. It's not super clear.
Yeah, it's a little...
I was thinking it'd be pretty clear. It's kind of hazy-ish, but, I guess when you're putting actual pumpkin and spices in there...
Kind of makes it cloudy.
You're not going to have it super clear, so...
It smells really good.
Oh, wow. It actually does.
It doesn't smell overspiced.
No. Well, and that's the thing for me. Like, I am not a big fan of, like, spicing in beers. And I don't even really care that much for pumpkin in beer either. But this actually has a nice nose.
It smells like crisp, but it also smells like you're definitely getting the cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon's very strong.
And the nutmeg.
I feel like I do get some of the pumpkin.
Are you getting I'm getting the pumpkin. Are you getting there's ginger in here too, yeah. And vanilla.
Oh yeah, I do get the ginger. Vanilla? Well, I guess there's a little bit of a creamy nose on there. I don't think I necessarily smell vanilla. I do get like a bit of a creaminess on there. That could be the vanilla.
It smells really good.
But I feel like there's a little lemony note in there that I feel like you can just end up getting with lagers anyway. Yeah, it's like slightly lemony.
Ooh.
That's very easy. That's very like understated. Actually, I could drink this.
This is good.
Yeah, they're like, the spices are there, but they're very low level.
I mean, you can tell it's a lager.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is, no denying this is a lager.
And it's got like this nice kind of like spent malt grain finish to it, too. It's got a really nice snap to it when you sip it.
I really like this.
Really
this
refreshing.
is definitely going to be a very strong contender, if not the one.
It's really refreshing.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, chili, dark, if this is, like, going to hit my mood.
I mean...
But taste-wise...
Let's be honest, I could drink this one.
Oh, should we go get more for you?
I mean, I don't know if it's a beer
Do you need a trick-or-treat beer?
Well, I mean, I told you how I usually do it.
Do you want this trick-or-treat beer? Should we drink matching trick-or-treat beers?
I don't know, maybe... This could be the year I get a little more festive with it. I don't know. But it is good.
It's
like,
very good.
Honestly, I am totally good with the level of the spices. It's
like,
very
it's a
low.
low-level spice. You get the pumpkin, you get all the spices, and then you just get that nice lager.
I feel like I taste the vanilla, too.
Yeah, I could see that.
I taste the ginger a little bit.
Very mild on the vanilla, though.
Which that might be part of what's enticing me with it, because I am a big ginger fan. I do really like ginger. In a lot of things.
I'm not as much of a ginger
you're not.
fan. It's
Wow,
growing on me, though.
That one played out better than I thought it would for me.
That lived up to what I was hoping.
Okay. Jack's Abbey.
I mean, this
Getting
is...
it done.
Yeah. And I wanted to drink this soon because we just picked this up yesterday. And
There were not many. Nope.
So I feel like I need to go after work tomorrow and get more.
Probably. Just to be sure.
Just in case it is the
And
one.
maybe pick up another dewy strawberry pretzel salad. Just saying.
Just saying. Okay. The second beer we have is, like I said, not exactly like the style, but like the name is.
Yeah, but it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark. So it's
So it's
Allagash.
fall.
Allagash. And we haven't really had Allagash in a while.
Yeah, it's been a
We've
bit.
also been there.
Also been there, yes.
They're out of Portland, Maine. It's their Haunted House, which is a hoppy dark ale. And this is a 12-ounce can. And I'm trying to find the ABV. It was right on the front. 6.6.
Oh, before we do that, should I read the flavor text on the Jack's Abbey?
Sure.
Harvest time calls for this seasonal beer featuring pumpkins grown by local Volanti Farms in Needham, Massachusetts. Perfect for the fall season, a blend of autumnal spices complements a sweet pumpkin flavor. I don't say that much.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
It's all right. Okay, so on to the Allagash Haunted House, which, by the way, we have had this before. We may have even had it on podcast before. I don't know. But I do know that when we had it before, we weren't huge on it. We didn't, hate it, but we didn't particularly like it. So we'll see.
Which is kind of weird, because,
Allagash does a
we
good
like
job.
Allagash.
Yeah.
Most of their stuff's good.
Well, and I think I also have to say that I didn't remember this when we picked the beer out. I just remembered it since.
Oh, that's funny, because when we picked it out, I was like, I'm pretty sure we've had this before.
Yeah, and I think you may have said that. It didn't register to me.
Look at that creamy head.
Yeah, there's a lot of head to that, and yeah, it is very creamy. I wonder why that is.
It's dark.
It's usually much darker beers than this.
It looks like...
Although, yeah, it looks pretty dark. It looks... Is this basically going to be like a Cascadian Dark Ale, a.k.a. Black IPA?
Maybe. I mean, it smells delicious.
It does smell good.
It's so roasty, malty, and hoppy all at the same time. It's exactly what you think it should smell like is what it smells like.
There's a really nice hop forward smell on there. That's kind of a little piney, a little citrusy.
For me, it's so roasty.
Yeah, there's a lot of roast. It's primarily those dark roasty notes, and I get a slight soy sauce note on there.
I was going to say dark chocolate.
Definitely a little ashiness.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit of a campfire smoke type smell.
I like the way this smells.
It does smell very good. And it smells fall. It smells very much of the season.
This is way better than I remember.
That's good. That's good.
Why did we not like this before?
I don't know.
Maybe it was just in comparison with what else we were drinking. I like this.
For me personally, I think I would like the hops to be to have a little more oomph in there.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, it is very driven by those like dark roasty malts. I just want more hoppiness out of it.
I like it the way it is.
I still like it, but I feel like I don't taste a lot of the hops. I taste some, but based off the nose, I want to get more of that hops, because the hops on it smell great. I guess basically what I'm looking for is Big Truck's motor oil.
That's just because you had it recently.
No, it's not just because I had it recently, because it tastes great. It's like an awesome black IPA.
Okay, so the flavor text on here says, cursed by our love of roasty porters, we summoned the recipe for Haunted House. Roasted barley and Black Prince malt, cloakless ale, and a gravely dark hue. Hopped with Nugget, Cascade, and Northern Brewer, its flavor is filled with hauntingly balanced notes of coffee, malt, and devilishly hint of hops.
You're drunk.
No, I'm not.
You're already drunk.
That's
That's your sobriety test, is reading the flavor text.
It's just like the pressure knowing I'm being recorded. Plus, like, I feel
You've been doing this how long?
I know. Also, I feel like I might need reading glasses soon.
Oh, so we're getting to the root of it now.
I go to the eye doctor soon, and I knew they're going to ask me. And last time I went, I'm like, no, I don't think I need them. But every once in a while, I feel like my eyes have problems focusing near. Mm-hmm. Especially like the color, like depending on the color of the text.
Oh man,
I know.
Old.
What's happening?
All right, Granny.
No, stop. I really enjoy both of these beers.
Oh, well, I'm clearly, for me, the pumpkin crop.
Oh, yeah, pumpkin crop for sure is the winner. But I'm going to enjoy this Haunted House.
Yeah, it's good. I will say that if you go back to the pumpkin crop after the Haunted House, it takes the spices out more.
I feel like it's more cinnamony. I'm getting more cinnamon.
I think it's just more... for me, it neutralizes a lot of the spices, and it's more just like lager-driven, which I'm, either way, I'm down. Oh, you know what? You know what, though? Interesting thing I just thought about with this pumpkin crop. Drinking it, take out... don't pay attention to the spices. Like, barring the spices, it kind of tastes like... a little bit like a Märzen.
Sure, I can see that.
Which is nice. So yeah, it's good. Anyway, let's see what we end up in the next with. What we end up with in the
Are
next
you drunk?
one. No, I just need reading glasses. That's all. So no. Yeah, one more at least. Although I have a feeling we're not going to go past that next one, because these.
Yeah,
especially I think
that pumpkin
this
crop is.
It's pretty
probably
strong.
It.
I think like the only beer off the top of your head probably that you would say that you've had before that you would prefer would be that Westbrook
I know.
pumpkin spice milkshake.
Milkshake IPA.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know. I really want to get it. I'm not sure if it'll make it on the podcast, but Sapwood, we love Sapwood, does pumpkin spice lager with coffee.
Yeah, the Leaf Fall Up. Yeah, but I think we've probably had that on the podcast.
I'm sure we
before.
have. That's what I'm saying. We're probably not going to have it on the podcast, but that maybe
that could be the one.
Maybe I'll drink two.
Yeah, but you have to go to work the next day, and those are both 16-ounce cans.
Yeah.
So.
But
this is 4.5.
Yeah, it's 4.5%.
Well, what's Leaf Fall Up?
I don't know. You don't look it up.
Yeah,
it's got to be low. It's got to be like.
I mean, probably. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
It's like 5%.
5.4. I mean, you could, but knowing you,
I won't make.
You wouldn't be feeling great the next day.
I can do it.
We're old. Because we're old.
Hence the reading glasses comment.
Right. So anyway, great time. Excited to try the next ones. And thanks everyone for listening. Until next time.
Keep it brutal.